Bible study time. I'm in John 4, and I'm recalling, bringing to remembrance everything the Most High spoke. Remember, Christ said, I am the way, the truth, and the light. No man comes unto the Father but by me, which means he is a spirit. He is the Dalit in the Hebrew. That word in the Hebrew language, the actual language is Dalit. Look it up. Dalet. Dalet. Now I'm looking for that scripture. I'm over in John 4 when he talking to the woman of Samaria. Have you ever really looked at that scripture and examined it? It speaks profoundly, and it speaks in layers. It has layers. You can't just read the scriptures surface, word for word as you read. You're going to have to revert to the original language, which is the Father described when he came and taught, nor the use of the language of creation, the language of creation, which is his word. That's our tool in which we apply in our life to overcome all things, to establish the kingdom, tear down strongholds and spiritual high places, spiritual wickedness in high places, spiritual wickedness in high places. But I just be having my Bible study and I'm feeling like going over the word. I'm in John chapter 4, verse 10. Jesus answered and said unto her, if thou knewest the gift of God, and who it is that said to thee, give me to drink, thou wouldst have asked of him, and he would have given thee living water. What is living water? Have you ever thought about that? Living water is the spirit. It's going to explain that to us right here. I'll let it speak. The woman said unto him, Sir, verse 11, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. From hence then hast thou that living water. Oh, art thou greater than our father Jacob, which gave us the well, and drink thereof himself, and his children, and his cattle? Verse 14. Yahushua said, answered, and said unto her, whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. Meaning H2O. He's not speaking about H2O. Remember, he spoke in parables most times, oft times. And the people didn't understand, and then you have to factor in, here you speaking to a Hebrew. So the language that he's speaking is concrete, meaning that it has a meaning. It's something you have to do behind it. It's not like the English that it was translated into. That's why a lot of people don't understand the Hebrew Israelite. And then a lot of Hebrew Israelites don't understand because you take it and run with it and use it in a destructive manner. Let's just be real about it. We're talking about the word of the Most High. It's a light. Let it be a light, a lamp unto your feet, not a hindrance. Yes, tear down spiritual wickedness in high places, but I'm not going to use it as a tool to tell a white man he wrong. I'm going to look at reality of life and see the things that's happening and then relay that information. But that I am a child of the Most High God, he gonna get some word. And he gonna feel like I'm taking the scriptures and using them in the wrong manner, which I'm not. He's using them in the wrong manner, or you, all times. I'm still on that same conversation I had earlier. If I'm reading it, when I'm reading the word, it's for me then to take it and apply it to my life. Me, not to go ask Mr. Preacher or no, the word is instructing you as you read it. That's a fact. That's why we don't get it. That's why we don't see that connection. That's why you don't see a move of God. And many probably ask like, how you gonna be able to do this? I do it every day. I'm not saying I never had a job. What we hear about this chosen. You hear a lot of people talking about the chosen. Chosen. I'm chosen, he chosen, she chosen, we chose. Hallelujah. All praise to the Most High. That's the very purpose. If you have been awakened spiritually, you starting to connect with your higher self. Say you going on a higher dimension. You hear about it. Third dimension, which this is the third dimension, the lowest dimension, but not the lowest of all. Then you have eternal fire, the hell, a place we call hell, a place of eternal unrest, fire. And a lot of people tend to think it's just a place of correction. Once you've been corrected, you be brought back into the fold as a child of the Creator. But then you got to understand, not all people that we see walking are children of the Most High. No, 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 no. Remember when Israel was going into the land, that was one of the complaints that they had confronted the children of the fallen, the Anunnaki. So you still had giants in this earth. And then when you look around the world today, you see a lot of giant people. You see people like even Manute Bo, big 7 foot people. That's not normal to us in this day and age. But a time ago, let's keep it above. They were there. Now, am I saying he wanted children of the Father? No. But let's think about it. Let's go back to that day and age. King David fighting a Goliath. So it wasn't just the children of the fallen look like us skin folk. No, they kind of look like some of them other folk too, family. And then you got to understand the origin of that hue. That will be considered as a hue. A person's skin tone is considered hue. I will learn. I will start. I'm gonna start using formal words to express or convey a message, something I'm trying to get across. So you really understand. Speak formally, speak direct. Don't be trying to sound like something you ain't, which I never do that. I've been reading dictionaries since I was a child. I love to read. I'm different. Trust me, my mind is activated different. I always knew I was chosen. I just didn't know we was the chosen children, the seeds of Israel, the Hebrews. Did we see it? Yeah, I've seen it as a youth in the church books. Black people in there. But did I have the backdrop of the story? Nope. Why? Because we was taught to look at even thus said the Lord. If I go thus said the Lord, the average person that's set in their ways, they not gonna think about the Most High Spirit. These words are spirit. They are power. We will immediately attribute all of our understanding of this word, which you should be proving yourself by walking it out, speaking it, teaching others, and conforming to what it tells you every day, not just on no Sunday. We've been hijacked, and now people learn it. The core, the foundation of what we being fed, we can find that in the book. Christ. They tried to give it to Christ. Who? Satan. He was like, man, get out of here. You crazy. So we understand there's a greater at work, meaning there's a spirit. So when we read it, we can't attribute it to a man or a man's doctrine or Dwayne's interpretation or somebody else's interpretation. No, you're going to miss the bus. You're going to miss it, I promise you. Oh, yeah, Matthew 4. He tried to get a Messiah, all this bull crap. Let me share this briefly with you. Matthew 4. This is pointing to the fact that in his time, you got to, let's bring it, let's go back there and imagine this real time, a real world, real nation, real people functioning in a society. This is not make believe. So, what this story is explaining is he was to be tempted of the wicked one, or tested, not tempted. Satan was sent to test him, and the Messiah was being proven. Even he had to prove himself. I don't think the Messiah was fully in tune, yes, spiritually, but as a vessel. Once he came in the form of that vessel couldn't have infinite knowledge without it being born. And it being born internally. There's a spirit, a real spirit at work. That's just like with even listening to me. When I'm speaking about how I should look at things, how I have a foundation as far as uh, instruction and solution, and how I should incorporate it, go and check it out in the book and see if that's what the book is saying. Because a lot of us just want to come on here and sound good. I'm not hearing a lot of "Thus saith the Most High" and how it applies and how we can overcome all that. Family, like I was beginning to say, you never heard me talking about a job. Why? Because I create my own work. I believe that word, what he told me. Then I take it and I go apply it and I put the evidence out there. It's not to say that I'm not wealthy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not wealthy at all, materialistically. But I'm going to get there, family. Stay working. It's a process. Stay down till I come up. I'm not using the world system. Real talk. I'm sort of like a caveman. Some people I know get mad, like, man, Wayne, you need to just do A, B, C, and D. I'm like, no, you do A, B, and C, and D. And everybody running off like go get this job. You should get that job. They getting the jobs and getting the prospect of the promise. But is that what the Most High does say? The Most High? I don't think so. Now back to Matthew 4. I'm bringing this story out because you're gonna be tempted. You in that same world. The Word came and dwelt in the flesh in, and the ruler of this world tried to tempt him by offering him things, offering things. Y'all 100 years old, really? Then was Yahushua led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungry. And when the tempter came to him, he said, "Hello, how you doing?" And when the tempter came to him, he said, "If thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread." But he answered and said, "It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God." So when the Messiah was here, meaning on this earth, the wicked one came to try and tempt him, to offer him things of the world. Now we, in real time, let's bring it to ourselves. These are tools we also have. This is what he came to show you. Even though you in the world, remember, he said, "I pray for them. I don't pray for the world. I pray for them you have given me that's in the world, but received your word. Once they received your word and conformed to your way, they are out of the world. In the world, but not of the world. Then the devil taketh them up into the holy city, Jerusalem, and setteth him on the pinnacle of the temple, and saith unto him, If thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down, for it is written, He shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up. Let's say, anytime thou dash thy foot against a stone. Verse 7, Jesus said unto him, It is written again, Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. Verse 8, again the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world. That's this world, family, and the glory of them. So now let's bring it home. Fast forward to right now. Because that same kingdom is operating and they trying to tempt you with all kind of, like I just seen these riding on the sidewalk. What the hell? Could have parked them things on the street. What you riding on the sidewalk? Because this is what society purports. this is what they say is normal and it's cool, it's good. No, I ain't knocking the next person. It's just that once I became awakened, family, I stopped going to the parties. And then while a lot of y'all was talking about some I'm getting ready for bed to go to school the next day, yeah, I was going to school, but I was sneaking out going to parties. I'm from Chicago, South Side, low end, 47th Street. My brother and them was going to parties when we moved in the 80s over in the Woodlawn area. We was going to parties, family. I was about 13, 14 at the time. Hanging out, sneaking out. I got my ass whooped when I got caught, but I was hanging out, sneaking out, and going partying. About 15, 16, staying out 3, 4 in the morning at parties. The Music Box. Anybody from the city, you know that spot. I'm talking about partying. Grown folk, you know, our adults, our young adults out there partying. I'm out there, a teenager. But my character was different, family. Although I was young, my character was different. I was amongst adults, but how I was living, I was in an adult world. I wasn't worried about adults. How I dealt with adults on a daily, family. I'm from the South Side, Chicago, low end, 47th Street. I'm not gonna brag and say nothing, but I dealt with adults at a young age, and let me tell you something. They ass was in order, just like I was in order. You know, when it was my turn to take heed and listen. Yes, I took heed and listened. It's rules. I'm not saying be an outlaw. It's just whose laws are you following? I understand there's a greater at work. Everybody read the Bible and say we believe God. Well, let's tap in. That's where I'm at with it because if you don't tap in, like this pastor he say he retired. When have you seen the Levites? These the sons of Aaron. I mean, these the Moses brothers. Levite priesthood. These the priests. When do they retire? When did they ever retire? The most I had to take them out of office. That's like what's that? King Saul. King Saul. King David didn't even want to remove him from office. And then remember when that I think that was a Hamite. One of them, a Canaanite son of Canaan, one of them came and told King David about King Saul got killed. How he the one who once he got hit up out there in battle, King Saul told him to go ahead and finish him. Hit him with the knife, with the sword, finish his life. He ain't wanna, to finish him. And dude told him, that guy told King David. King David was like, I appreciate what you did, but you got the nerve to tell me you killed the anointed king of Israel, who the Most High, Yahuwah Elohim of Israel, anointed to be king. Now think about it. It caught me. I'm like, well, the Most High did anoint you, David. You was the king, but you had compassion on King Saul because it was certain things spiritually you didn't understand. You was a king, but you ain't not a priest. He had a priest. Nathan was his priest. You know what I'm saying? King David was not a priest. He loved the Most High with all his heart, but no, that's not what the Most High chose him for. He made him a king and a ruler. And his generations forever. That's us, family. What you see came in, that's a majority. It's probably not a majority in Africa. But it's a lot of our people still in Africa, bro. And sisters, it's a lot of our people that's got the same genetics that we got, and we extend from some of the same tribes. Don't get it twisted. I hear a lot of y'all talking about I'm native to America. Yo, okay, do your DNA and come back and tell me if you still feel that way. Even all y'all who say you from here, some of y'all might be from here. I can't take it from you. But do your DNA to prove it. I bet you a majority of y'all DNA go back to Africa. And I ain't just saying that. And then they similar. You got a lot of similar hits with a lot of our people. I looked at Pastor Darby's DNA and what he shared with us. His daughter, Him, and I think his son. Some is one of his sons or something, but it was his daughter for sure. Her DNA hits. I seen my neighbors exact. I'm like, bro, and heavy Congo, and it had like five other countries from the continent. He had the Congo on there. He had, I think he had Gabon. That's right outside Gabon. That's right outside the Congo, right in the Congo. Matter of fact, and then he had, of course, Nigeria. Did he have? I think he had Benin on there. I don't know if he had Benin for sure. And then he had one more of those, one more country right there on the Horn of Africa, the Sahel area, where they over there taking control of their land like they should have been taking control of. I love Burkina Faso. I love what Burkina Faso over there doing. President Trump, I mean General Traore, man, he over there. I'm proud of them. I'm not proud of him, but I'm happy that he stepped up in that whole area over there. They call it a coup. I call it a revolution that should have been happening. I ain't got nothing against France. And they're France, and I say that about a lot of people. People will want to, they'll tell you they wish you well and this and that, but they really don't. When you stand up for yourself and tell people the truth, people will show you their true colors. And they know that. Africa should have been stood up. But what Africa is doing right now, Africa is coming to itself, taking control of its continent, its minerals, and providing for its people. And it's opening its borders. But you ain't gonna hear that on the news. And that is doing that. That means Africa must produce its own source of currency. So you're not gonna see the dollar. The dollar is gonna lose power in Africa. The dollar is losing power over there, period. You know, y'all ain't paying attention to the news. You're not preparing. And you do need to look at Africa because Africa is providing the world's mineral resources that's sustaining these nations today. All these nations talk that about Africa, but Africa is your mama and your daddy. You know, I hear the Jewish people. I hear them talking about us. But let me tell you something. It's because of us right here in the physical that their system is able to get loans to do business. Without us, they'll have to get out there, get that shovel, and get to work. I ain't talking about the people. I'm talking about the government. They want to talk their shit and then talk their little stuff. Black people need to do this. Black people, no, y'all need to stay out our damn way. And you don't need no government ruling over you. That's not a righteous kingdom. You don't need that. You have God's immutable law. It's working right now. Don't you see the grass out here? You see the trees, you see the flowers, we see the stars, we see the clouds, so we know God's law is at work. It's the same playbook when you reading the scriptures. When you reading the scriptures, it becomes personal. You can't take pastor so and so. You seeing these pastors fall every day. The Bible clearly tells us to study to show ourselves approved. So that means I need to put that work in. What my boss won't don't come before that. The boss is the Most High. That's the ultimate boss. Who your boss? Uh, he if he got any sense, he will be kneeling down and praying 2, 3 times a day, like Daniel, towards Mount Zion, Jerusalem. Pray to the east. That's where the Father put his name. I ain't say pray to nobody. The Father is the Spirit, and He put His name on Mount Zion to be there forever. What you see over there, today you see it, keep breathing. You're going to see the Most High. Everything happened for a reason, family. Even the destruction. We might look at it like, and I feel sorry for them people over there. They'll shut your channel down when you talk about that. But what them people doing over there, them Jewish people doing to them, that ain't adding up, family. And you talking about you the chosen people? We know better than that because, come on, Israel ain't had no they didn't never went to no government. Judah neither. Back then they dealt with the, remember, Israel, I mean, Judah, the Judean, the southern kingdom became a client state to who? First, the northern kingdom became a client state of Samaria to who? To the Assyrians. The Assyrians conquered, went in there and subdued the land and took the people and scattered them. Of course, the Most High allowed it because they broke the covenant. Why? King Jeroboam had them worshiping idols. He built the golden calves, remember? Two of them. And they would worship the calves. And that displeased the Most High. And the Most High removed his hand of protection from them and allowed the Assyrians to come in, and they subdued those northern 10 tribes and north, what we call the Israelites. But you still had the southern kingdom, the kingdom of Judah, the Judeans. These the original. These the people you see in Africa and scattered to the four corners of the earth. Them the people Christ told they gonna be scattered. Them right there. When you see Jerusalem being encompassed. Why? How you know that, Wayne? Because who else been scattered to the four corners of the earth? You seeing the evidence. Look at the evidence. But don't get caught in skin color. Look at the evidence, because the Most High said it's going to be a spirit on his people. So I'm not going to attribute nothing to no man. Yeah, we're going to look and take things in and put things into perspective. But we move according to the spirit, family. If you understand the Most High and you believe in that word, trust me. When it's go time, when it's crunch time, that's the only thing that's gonna make sense. And once you tap in, family, ain't no, if you sincere about it, those who know, that truly know you sincere about it, you ain't gonna be able to just fall back and just go back to what you used to do. No, you're gonna see me out there in the field forever. But you ain't gonna see me out there doing what I used to do, family. Mm-mm. Because it's power in the word. If I depend on what Wayne interpreted as, I might miss it. But if I follow word for word, line upon line, precept upon precept, at the end of that, it's guaranteed. His word can't fail, family. Man gonna fail you, but the word won't. And when you plug the Most High, you plug with success. You know, you talking about prosperity. Forget about it. They'll remember you for generations. That's what you want. So the only way to get your name etched in eternity is to roll with the one from eternity. That's it. And I'm finna go. I didn't talked enough. I gotta go. I was just sharing that scripture. Even the Messiah, they tried to get him the powers of these kingdoms of the world. Same people ruling them. Remember, it was King Herod. That was King Herod. The Herods. There was 4 kings, ruling kings from the Herod. That was a little dynasty. That's them Greeks, the Roman Greco Empire, who made, remember the Messiah said, when you see Jerusalem encompassed, well, they were already there. The southern kingdom, this is the southern kingdom at this time, because that's who was to later become enslaved and scattered into the nations for a time. Genesis 15, when the Most High spoke to Abraham, he told him, your descendants know of a surety, they're going to serve these people. And after 400 years, who else went into servitude? 1619. I'm talking about Virginia. I'm talking about the British, under the British. I'm not talking about under the Spaniard. It was the Spaniard who came with the Asiento. You know what the Asiento is? That's a legal contract. A contract where the Spanish crown and the Pope, I got it written down. When I heard it, I was blown. I was like, wow, that's that term, Asiento. Then you have another term called a papal bull. So, and we know who's into contracts. So you know who these the people who did what, you know, these the people that the Messiah was talking about gonna come. When you see Jerusalem encompass, the same people. Fast forward today, same people we look to for interpretation. Are you serious? You go to seminary school. I'm a trusted spirit. You know, that's my claim to fame. I'm trying to get mine written in eternity. I want him to say, servant well done. Here's your crown. And it won't be long. Y'all paying attention. You seeing the prophecies unfold. Everybody's repenting and returning. A lot of everybody. It's not a secret. Your governments you used to look to, they failing. They liars, they thieves, they been using us, running Ponzi schemes on us. I kind of feel good that I never got entangled with trying to get their jobs, go to their school. Yeah, I went to their schools, I got the education. But by me already having a foot in the door in the streets all my life, I never felt the need to go asking them for no jobs or none of that, family. Never, ever. No, no, no. Because I went to school and learned how myself, how to. Went and learned the trade. Why would I went and started went in business for myself. That's what I did. I wasn't thinking of working for nobody. You could contract me. I am the business. I got the skill. The skill ain't in the garage. It's with me wherever I go. It's with me wherever I go. You better know your worth, family, and trust yourself. It's cool if you walk that way. Nothing wrong with that. That's the way you want to go. Get your job. Get your job. But don't sit here and tell me a job is better than an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur, that's bullshit. Own and operate your own business. I don't care if you only make $5 a day. It's yours. Thank the Most High and work the law. You work His law, plant the seed. He gonna give it the increase. Don't be running to all that bull, entangling yourself with all that stuff they offer, and then you don't get up on the back end. You always losing. It creates a repetitive cycle because you go into the same people that created the problem from the go. We're in a capitalist society. Governments create avenues to make money, right? They supposed to ensure that, right? But they want to tax you out of. They'll tax your ass out of business. You go to work, you can't turn around all your little necessities. You turn around and have to spend it right back, give it right back to them. Food, clothes, shelter, what other assets you invested in. You might have some assets you invested in. You may have some stocks or something somewhere, mutual funds or something, some bonds, treasuries, something. Your government always needs your money invested in them so they can operate. They don't produce nothing. And they don't purport for you to produce. They don't even want you to grow a freaking garden no more. I grew up, we had gardens. That was life. That food gave us life, regenerated us. We ain't numbers of millions of cells, billions of cells. Think about it. You getting the natural things. He put the spirit is in the earth. It was in the water. It was in the earth when he started speaking. Everything was formed by his word. That's why I say, yeah, I'll listen to you, but then I'm going to go search the scriptures for myself because it's a spirit that's waiting to come and connect with me, that's waiting to enter you. Once you sit down and open that book and really focus and start reading, it's waiting to connect with you. It want to connect with you because it's already in you. His word is already, his law is already in you. That's like if, excuse my French, but if you go use the bathroom, you sit on the toilet, he put something back there that already governs what you eat. Okay, your kidney push out the excess. You got somewhere to get rid of it. He put that in you by law. That's law. Can't no man erase or move, and he ain't supposed to be touching that. He ain't supposed to be touching that area. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. That's law. That's one of his laws he put within your inward parts. So we know his word is the power. And that power has a spirit behind it. Don't sleep on it. Now when you get your butt in trouble or something, you talking about, oh God, God, if you just get me out of it now, well, come on, man, you need to slow y'all. They need to stop selling Dodge. He probably running around every goddamn car over there. They stop selling Dodge. Y'all drive them cars like y'all on the expressway. You don't know. What if somebody walk out in the street? What if somebody fall out? They off of medicine or something, or have a medical issue and fall, get ready to, they stroll out into the street. They incoherent, don't know what's going on. You come bring your ass just flying through stop signs, just flying for no reason. Are you serious? That's unlawful. By law, you don't want to hurt your fellow man, your fellow brother or sister. You respect the rules of the road. He put that law in you. Don't nobody got to tell you. Then when you kill somebody, you go to jail. Your mama talking about, oh, my son, my daughter, oh, they ain't never did nothing wrong to nobody. What? These lawless ass people around me? You scared to act like they be scared to come in. I'm like, no, you got to reverse that. That's a curse. Don't put yourself in a cursed state. No, don't listen to what they talking about. Yes, to be aware is to be alive, but you got to live. You the future. We can't have ours locked in because they scared. So the elder got to stand up. You have to check that shit. They ain't the only one who can get no guns, but it ain't about a gun. Sooner or later, that gun gonna run out of bullets. If your ass can't fight, you gonna be in trouble. So bottom line is, don't start nothing. You can live peaceably with all men, thrive and be successful and have prosperity. Real talk. You don't have to take, if that's all you can come to the conclusion is to pull a gun, to call yourself talking about I'm protecting myself, then that's a weakness. That's a fucking weakness, bro. Because if you ain't got that gun, then what you gonna do? Go kill yourself? No, you gotta get physically fit. Learn how to use them hands too. For real. If you're gonna play with weapons, make sure you have the strongest weapon, with or without an object. Make sure you become the weapon first before you go picking up another weapon, so you can understand how to use the weapon, how to craft this weapon, and use it with perfection. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna put yourself in harm's way, even if you got to go take care of business. You're gonna move precisely. So before you go picking up a weapon, make yourself and choose wisely. Get knowledge. The hell? You gotta forgive me, y'all. When I think about how our youth moving, it's just I get passionate about it. I used to be out there, but I don't see no life in it. Yeah, I ran the streets every day. You can probably tell by my demeanor. I ran the streets every day and still connected to it, but not in the sense of making moves out there and destroying my people and building or doing things that's unlawful in God's eye. I don't give a shit about man's law. If you follow a man's law, you're gonna have a problem. The people that gave it to you don't even follow it, family. So let's just stop playing games. Let's keep it a buck. Yes, I respect and honor all men and live peaceably with all men. I pray to see all men thrive. I want you to have more than what I got if it's feasible. Who that? What up, what up, what up, what up? That's what I'm talking about. Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. We got to get wise though. You got a wisdom in you, you got to tap in. Each one teach one. That's what they taught me. Each one teach one. It's for a reason. We losing. We got to rise up, kings. But then we know it's gonna be a lot of people who ain't gonna make it, man. It's a lot. I'm not gonna say no a third of it, but that's biblical, family. Why? Because many not gonna choose life. They're gonna choose to follow the world. They won't Pastor Tony interpretation. But Pastor Tony can't even follow the law. He can't even follow the order, which is he say he a preacher. Well, if you're a preacher, you got an office. And that office, it gives you a description on how you should operate that office. And then that's based on a law. And then you not in the Bible tells us to confess our sins one to another. What did you do? You was a person heading that place. So people trusted you and relied on you. But then you tell us you quit because you was in sin. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. When the priests' children would be cutting up instead of being obedient, they was using the office for their personal use, getting access, messing with the women, the daughters of Zion. They was into all type of folly. Y'all know how they be. They dress well, they don't even dress it up. They do it so blatant. Then they tell you some shit about a religion. Are you serious? What about God's law? God didn't give you no religion, he gave you the law. He gave Jacob the law, and he told Jacob is a people. Y'all want to talk about God love everybody, but you never distinguish who he telling this to. He told this to a people. And then he also offered it to others, but if you don't accept him, how he gonna protect what's not under what's in his rest? You know what I'm saying? That don't even make sense. It's like you out here trying to play shoot 'em up. Every time you have an argument or disagreement, you want to go pull a gun. Well, when you do that, guess what? You open the door for that. And guess what? It's gonna come to you. Oh yeah, you planted the seed for it, and you gonna get your just reward. So I don't play with guns, family. I know what they do. And then I know it's not the gun, it's the person. It's your heart. Get your heart right, family. 9 times 10, some deep embedded shit in you. I ain't gonna blame the next man. I know what they do, so I know not to let their ass in. If I'm dealing with them, I'm dealing with them from a distance. If it's business, I'm gonna deal with you in a manner that's pleasing to the Most High. I'm not with all that shit the world talking about. They confused. They only know him once a week. This every day. Whenever I move, when I'm speaking, when I'm dealing with people, I try to keep it pleasing to the Most High, regardless of what you say or think. A lot of people, oh yeah, that's all you talk about. Okay, I don't care. I ain't trying to convert you. It's something in your ass telling you. It's a spirit that's inside your ass telling you. Because I don't be if I'm speaking, I speak that way because within his word is law. That's what established y'all going. And if you follow it, the best of your ability, you will do what? Be fruitful and multiply. You will do what? You will prosper and have success. Now I'm going in this house. Read that Matthew 4. They offer Christ the kingdoms of the world, the good of the kingdoms of the world, right here on this earth. So before you go looking to their jobs or asking them for sitting down, getting contracts or anything, see what the Most High got to say about it. See what the ancestors, how they dealt with it. These people were rich, family. Wealth in cattle, gold, silver. These people were rich, family. There wasn't no broke people in the Bible. I don't know what church get that from. They better quit playing. What they say, Jose. I can't understand what you're saying. Ram, Fam, Draco, Matthew. Peace and blessings, y'all. What's happening? And another thing, too, I hope y'all focus on paying attention to this money. Check out these articles. Check out that information about Saudi Arabia. Check it out. Trust me. It's worth reading about because it's going to affect your money in the now, not future. That's going to affect your money in the now. And that could break up a lot of homes if you ain't properly prepared. And you want the best, you gotta play like the best. You gotta do your own research and trust the spirit that's in you. The Most High will drop things in your spirit, or things will be dropped in your spirit. It's because of what you read. He told you to be fruitful and multiply. He said, I've given you everything you need. everything. He's a spirit, and he dwells in you. Read Luke 17. So a lot of what we're looking for on the outside is already in us. The power to make it come to pass or to happen. I want to become wealthy, and it's gonna happen. And it's gonna happen at the right time, under the right conditions. It ain't gonna be no wishful thinking, something gonna pop out the sky. No, it's gonna come from hard work. Why? Because I already have a business. And I'm gonna work it. I don't care. Continue to work at it hard every day. I don't care if it only made $3 a day. I'm gonna work it because when that storehouse opens, when somebody's hard move, and they see that hard work and dedication, and know that what I have, they can utilize, they can make money off of it, or use it to save money. You're gonna spend a little money, which I am an auto mechanic. I run an automotive field. I service automotive systems. I need to go lay my ass down. It's 11 o'clock. I got an 8 o'clock in the morning air conditioning condenser. My man, like, I need that air. It's too hot. You already know what time it is. Shop time. I've been on a tear too. I got to get me another garage. I was talking about that garage key earlier. My dad did call me back after a while. He didn't even have his phone. I thought I seen that phone on the table, but the key wasn't there. And I'm like, Dad, who the hell took the key? This evening, he was like, I ain't seen the key. You the last one have the key. I won't touch it. I'm like, huh? I know I looked in my drawer yesterday. As soon as I get in the garage, what I do is stick it in my Craftsman toolbox. I ain't even have to say all that, but I stick it in my I put it in my toolbox, top drawer, so I just won't have them laying around and forget about them. Because it ain't my key, that's my dad's spare key. And y'all know how it is. They gonna be on you. And I'm like, dang. I better get my ass to sleep. I gotta go back over there at 8 o'clock. I'll grab this key and go look in the garage. I'll find it tomorrow. Appreciate the like. Like and share. Tell a friend. We talk about everything. I talk about everything that's gonna help us to really pay attention to what's going on and how to overcome that shit. Because trouble is easy to get into, and it's real. I'm not just saying that shit because it's not cliche to me. I done been in trouble, family. I'm not no angel. I'm not sitting here talking like, everything good and peachy with me. Oh, I'm rich. I got this big ass house, everything clicking. My business is doing numbers off the ceiling. Hell no. It's a struggle every day, family. It's hard. And when it get hard, I gotta remain steadfast. Then I gotta remember. No, the battle is not yours. It's the Most High. You got work to do. Work. Don't worry about these spirits that's coming at you. You see them. You are aware of what's going on all the times. You know in part because of the scripture. You can't trust these men with their doctrines of religion. Hell no. You're going to have to become a scholar. Now, you got to read the book. You got to become a scholar. You don't want nobody teaching your children this bullshit. Come on. Men can be women. Women can be men. Take it how you want to take it. Cut my channel or whatever you got to say. I'm going to speak the truth. We didn't inherit that. You trying to give me something. That's not just said the Lord, so I don't want it. If it ain't kingdom, I don't want it. I could read in the book where he say, your blood will be on your hands for it. But also, if I did, that don't mean I hate you. Hell no, I'm going to tell you the truth. Because think about it. Legally, lawfully, in the spirit. Come on, man. Two men We know something definitely can come out of that. Life ain't gonna come from that. Two women, no. How you gonna procreate? Better quit playing. What you gonna tell God? Oh, President Obama said I can. Boy, you better quit playing. Ignorance is no excuse. The Most High is not winking at ignorance, family. You know better. Certain things you just know. It just don't sit well. You can feel it in your spirit. I ain't talking about no religious bull. Get that bull crap out of here. You talking about God's law. His law is the spiritual law, family. Remember Moses said there's a greater. He told you there's a greater coming. That greater is the word that came in the flesh, the Messiah. Let's get it and stand on it. I appreciate it's been 50 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna end this video. Like I said, what am I gonna do with this channel? I'm talking about something like I said. This channel is just really to share this word, like I put out, share information. If it's something that's been revealed to me, and the Most High puts it on my heart to share, I share. And I'll be delighted to share. I'm getting into life, pay attention. A lot of good, valuable information come out. All you gotta do is go back and listen to it again and share the information. I'm not gonna tell you nothing false. You got time to play, playtime mode. You gotta take the kingdom. I mean, literally take the kingdom. That's why Messiah said, see yourself as he is. So that means mentally and spiritually, you got to be on a, woo, you talking about off the chart. Can't be none of this bull crap they been teaching us. That's why I laugh at some of these, like this preacher talking about he retired. How you retired, bro? Confess your sins, we pray one for another. Fix it, and you get yourself in order, just like no man is above God's law. He talks about these wayward preachers and then made themselves pass over his sheep in the book of what? Who that? What you mean what? I ain't paying attention to no questions. I'm only pushing this word. If you can receive it, amen. If you don't, just keep coming. It'll come to you. Keep coming back. I'm going to keep using the word as my foundation to explain through prophecy things that are already written. We know this going to come to pass. We know this hour we in is judgment hour. Because why? It's been revealed who God's people are. And that they know that they are his people, that means it's going to be an exodus. That's why you see these nations going to shit, and you see other nations that have once been looked upon as nothing are now rising. They rise. Why? There's a change. And if you don't have eyes to see, you're going to be stuck. It ain't going to be no, we think if Trump, we elect, like a lot of people think if Trump get elected, that's going to make, they're not going to lose their sovereignty as a nation. Your sovereignty been gone. As under that American flag is gone. Say what you will. It's been gone. And the nations around the world, they showing you just how much they want to do business with you. I don't see no deal Trump gonna make that's gonna pull America out of this. America is leaking. The ship done been hit. I promise you, the ship it's got holes all around the belly of it. In the bellow of the ship, you got holes all around it. And it's just a matter of time before its enemies start striking it. I think they are already in position. I don't want to say nothing, but I'm seeing Russia over here. Like, what the fuck is Russia doing over here? Yeah, they friends over here with Venezuela, Cuba, and whoever else, but it's wartime. They want to look at it. Look how wicked this fucking nation is. You around the world start, and I understand that brings that soldier that came on here that was crying and he professed and was talking about the details of what he going through and how they losing. And he professed that America basically sold them out because the same people they was overseas fighting for America's so-called, I don't know, whatever they was fighting for. But Sim what? Who was this? A lot of people on here. It's Lisa Harris. Sim what? Somebody talking what the? Why'd you tell me? What? Okay, let me hide that. What I do? It's Lisa. What I do, sis? Did I say something that offended you? Okay, I see I done offended somebody else. K. Papiara. Papira. And what did I do? Hello. Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. And welcome everybody. I hope I didn't say anything to offend nobody. Trust me, I didn't come on here to offend. But one thing about Dewayne, you're gonna get the raw, you're gonna get the brutal truth. I'm not gonna lie to you about nothing any topic that I'm discussing, whether it's about me, because I'm always examining myself. I'm the test tube. You know what I'm saying? Like Lauren said, I had to try it out before I could give it to you and make sure it's working. And it works. I'm the test tube. I can attest to it. I'm gonna eat me a noodle. I don't know why I'm eating noodles like that. I'm showing from the crack one. I do not feel like doing no cooking. And now I ain't from the projects. I like noodles. I know they're not the best as far as nutrition. No, they're not. Now I can have some fruit. I can eat some watermelon. What else? Watermelon, grapes, some strawberries, and kiwi, and some blueberries. I don't feel like eating no fruit. I just want to have me a noodle. I'm feeling ghetto. Okay, sorry I did not mean to send that. What I do to you, Miss Jaleesa? Like I said, I hope I'm not offending nobody, but you gonna get the raw. You ain't gonna get nothing but the truth over here. I don't speak in riddles, and then I share a lot of information. If you pay attention, I share information. I'm just Wayne from the block, you know? The brother done found that we're a chosen people, one to the Most High. And I understand why he dealt with me, and he's always been dealing with me. And I see how. And then we all have a gift. Right? Because the I am dwells in you. So I know his gift. He put it in you when he created you. He didn't just put it in me and those that I know that's been awakened. We his people. We his people. Are special people. Think about it. Naturally, we already knew that. Who else we paying to go see? Who else getting wealthy? Who else we getting wealthy off of? Get wealth from the children of the Most High. That's us. Where y'all located? Chicago. Y'all located in Chicago? Any of y'all on here? Southside Chicago. I'm from the South Side Chicago. 47, by way of 62nd. Here over in the hood. I know y'all do not allow me in the hood like that. I'm just short and hood for neighborhood for hood. I'm really street, y'all. I come from my parents. The most I sent me through my daddy. I was brought through my mama. But I'm really street, y'all. You know what I'm saying? My lady looking like, no, this nigga just did say that. You ain't 20, no. I ain't gotta be 20 to be street. I mean street in the good sense. All my business I do, I use the streets in a positive manner. I move through the streets successfully. Selling products. I'm into retail. I sell clothes. I just made this. Ooh, I'm gonna share this on my site. I just made this Bulls print. I'm gonna make Chicago have to call me. Y'all gonna give me some of that money. And I'm a hustler, family, bottom line. Family man. I got 3 children, beautiful children. They grown. My youngest son is grown. And I got some grown daughters, beautiful children, grandbabies, blessed. Then I got my lady. We getting married. I'm gonna invite y'all to the marriage. I gotta take care of some business though for that. We're gonna get married and she got children. Beautiful daughters, grandchildren. So we got one big old bundle. Big super family. Get out wrong, you might get your head bust. I'm just playing. But we're looking forward to a lot of success out of our people. That's what we have with it. Check this out. I created this. Put this on the market. These are the cuts. The vinyl cuts. These are not prints. I don't use no prints. I got a cut. I can cut that sucker. Like I said, I'm from Chicago, South Side. Y'all know what time it is. It's layered with 2 colors. That blue. This ain't the best of lighting right now for me. Red on the outer. It's the foundation with the blue. The blue to go with the blue and black for the city. And then Chicago is originally red. But I wanted to do something blue. Then I got this off this for the back. This the front print. And this the back. I'm a graphic artist. I'm an artist really. I seen the possibility in a cricket machine. Take my art to cricket and hit it in a metaphysical way. Multiply it, and create more with it. Create something to put out there where it'll make money for me. And it's making money for me. I'm successful. I want that flow though. Everybody want that flow, but I ain't gonna go get no bunch of accounts fronting like I got all this money. I'm gonna make that money. What I create gonna bring it. Shirts sell every day. Design graphic artists need it every day. It's like even when if I do signs, I'm gonna get off into the signs for sure because it's paper. That's why I bought the machine. We're about the money. If it ain't about money, and then it's to establish my business. I got children. My lady got children. We gotta eat, and I gotta produce. I need to highlight my work more. Somebody might want a shirt or something. That Nike Bull, that's layered. I got, this light is funky. Light funky is all I do. Y'all forget me. My light ain't right. I think I done boxed it in where you can't see nothing, baby. I'm deal with your light here. Turn on all them lights. But that's what we at with. That's a Bulls print I did. That's for the back of the shirt, and this is for the front. Something I did myself. Very creative, artistic. Oh, that's my man. And I use that to break generational curses. All praise to the Most High. So he gives us gifts. We have spirit. We got that spirit in us. Some of us just don't recognize it. Why? Because we listen to other people. You have an innate character in you That's full of life. What up, chick? What they got some specials? They just picked Vicky. Because they look snug and tight and comfortable. That's them lace. I'm talking about around the waistband. That look lace. Stretch lace. Look fucking comfortable. Yeah, excuse me for cursing, man. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna say something. I'm gonna wash my mouth. I'm doing a live recording here. I kept. I'm a man of God. I can't be talking about the bun buns on here. They're gonna be like, but hey, my baby got the bun buns. I couldn't show that picture. And I'm be like, what's wrong with Brother Reese over there? What, he running a sex scam? I don't think. Hey, I don't think so. Brother Reese over there exploiting the women? I don't think so. Bull crap. Well, you ain't gonna dig up none of that on me. The most dirt you gonna dig up on Wayne? Oh, that nigga a gangbanger. And I ain't even a gangbanger no more. They be talking about he's still a gangbanger. Why? People don't pay us no attention. They just talk about us and go on about their way. You done did a 360 in life. They don't know what the Most High. John chapter 1, verse 12. Now ye are sons of God, and it yet appear what we may be. So people don't know what might turn out later. Like they talk about Tupac. Oh, they killed him too early. You don't know what he could have turned out to be a revolution. A revolutionist, a president. Yeah, because he was operating on that level. He was operating on the fifth dimension. He was thinking for his nation. He cared about others, but he was thinking of elevating his people, enlightening his people, empowering his people, enabling them. You know, for control, ownership, dominate, to rule and have dominion, not to be going to ask people for shit. Build your own. We just lost all that. Everything we depend on, go get a loan. No, you go get a loan. I'm trying to compete. I want it all. That's a curse that was put on our people. Go read Deuteronomy 28. I believe that's verse 40. Let me get that verse. You're going to become the lender, the borrower. And he shall lend to thee and rule over thee. That's biblical. Well, now we woke. That's what awaken. You awaken to all this time out. You're woke people. No, woke people are people God has anointed. Put a special anointing in them. And for such a time as this, we're going into the ending of an age. Now we're coming into the Christ age. They talking about, don't say Christ is king. Christ is king, and he finna sit on the throne. He already on the throne, and he finna make it known. And if you think it's a joke, keep breathing. I can't wait to see the day. They've been playing them games. We here now. It's here now. Everybody talking about, oh, gotta get away from America. I'm not moving to the Most High. His angels will be back. He will give you the unction in the spirit to make certain moves. Don't tell me what he won't do. It will be things of uprising in the spirit. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but it'll be carried out in the flesh. People do things. Oh, I got to move from over here. These people wicked as hell. They just shooting, sticking up, robbing. No, but you see partying over here. They having a joyous time. A little off, but in this day and age, I guess they want to have fun. Have fun. They are age group. I'm 52. I'll be 53. I'm guessing the main demographic of who listens to me is probably people my age, 40s to 50s. I don't believe it's young people on here, which I pray it would be. Come over here and listen to Wayne. Wayne got good game. Wayne ain't no. Hey, Wayne got good game, but Wayne ain't street. You know, he come through the streets, but ain't no street about him. I ain't gonna say he sidewalk, but you know, a lot of us need to stay on the porch. You know, stay out the streets. The streets ain't for everybody. I'm telling you because the streets will eat you up. I'm telling you what I know. A lot of people think they have the best of plans. I'm gonna get this money. We gonna rule. Go get these guns. We gonna pump A, B, C, or D, whatever they thought they was pumping. Eventually, the spirit. I'm telling you, it'll get you every time. It could be the best of plans. Yeah, man plans, but it's the spirit. The spirit of who? The Most High that moves you. And if you're not moving in agreement with what we know, back to this Deuteronomy 28, thou shalt beget sons and daughters, verse 41. But thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. Who went into captivity? So-called Negroes. They've been going into captivity. That Asiento agreement, look it up. That was in the 1400s, I believe, 14 or 15, where the Pope sanctioned the Spaniards to colonize America, South America, North America, and Africa, and any other nation that were not Christians. Enslave them, enslave their mamas and daddies, and take the children. And in most cases, they kept the women too. Oftentimes, they enslaved the women too, in great numbers. Don't get it twisted. So that happened to us. We know of a surety. There go the signs. Now, what do we do about it? How do we overcome? We can't go to the government. This is the hand he used. It's the hand he used. Let me show you. We'll get right back to 41. Let's go to 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Jacob and his sons did not go into Egypt on ships. They walked into Egypt on ships. Right here, Deuteronomy 28. Go read Genesis chapter 46, 47. Read 45. Start at 45, but 46 really gets into the meat of it. Because here you have Pharaoh and Joseph. Joseph was who? His 11th son. You know what I'm saying? Joseph was a Hebrew. What was Joseph? In Africa. Ruling with an iron rod. The nation's economy depended on him. The world's sustenance. He was there at the opportune time when the Most High chose to put him there for a reason, for his purpose, so he can magnify his name in the earth, just like you here now. You them people that were scattered into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Our people and some of our cousins sold us to bond to these other people, to strangers. You know, you shall be sold unto your enemies. So them people who came on our land seeking, talking about they wanted slaves to enslave us, them your enemies, them weren't your brothers. Correcting you from the Most High, they wouldn't enslave you. They were your enemies. Fast forward to the day. So I don't deal in witchcraft. I'm not trying to put a spell on nobody. I'm just speaking the truth, family. I'm trying to enlighten my people, wake you up. This word must go out. The gospel of the kingdom. We building the kingdom, Christ's order. We're not trying to make no nation great. All these nations are going to be colonies. If you understand, thus said the Lord, the Bible, you understand. We have a government and we have a king. We don't have no bunch of presidents, family. So we're dealing with a whole different entity. Let's get knowledge and get understanding, but I don't like get wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Back to 41, this lending thing. So when I hear a lot of people, that it just immediately my spidey senses kicked in. Talking about a lender. Well, this people that was the Most High has spoken, said they sons and daughters were going to captivity. Verse 41, Deuteronomy 28, thou shalt begat sons and daughters. Who? That was us. But thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. We the descendants of them people. That's what I mean, us. Don't get it twisted. Verse 42, all thy trees and fruit of thy land shall the locust consume. Verse 43, the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high. and thou shalt come down very low. That's happening to us today, family. Everybody around us can come in and build community. They build businesses in our neighborhoods. They build wealth. They generate wealth off our bodies. They generate wealth off us in every aspect of the system. In every aspect, not us. Why? But now that we're awakened and we're not in a state of being accursed according to the covenant, we've been awakened and the Most High is awakening us. That's what the awakening is about. You've been in this state because why? He said it. I'm going to show you. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. Verse 44. Deuteronomy 28:44. This is about the lender. That's why I don't get loans and stuff. Now I'm not creditors or none of that. People clean your credit. More power to you. Get all you can out the system. It ain't. I don't have no hatred or spiritual hate or anything against you. I don't fuck with the system. Excuse my French, because that's the same systems Satan was trying to give to the Messiah. They wicked. Verse 44. He shall lend to thee. Who? Them people you see on the money. Who face on that money? That's who own that money. Them people is in the earth today. You know who they are. You probably know somebody that worked for them, family. We hear them everywhere. We hear the government saying, "Oh, don't say this about them. Don't say that about them." Wake up. He shall lend to thee. That's their money. They lend it to who they want to lend it to. And 9 times out of 10, when they run your name come across the board in every institution. They know who you are, what you're doing, uh, your pay. I mean, the credit that's out, how you paying, how you use the credit. They monitor all that. Why? Because he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahuwah thy Elohim, who? Your ancestors, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee. Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign. That go to sign to let you know who you are. Because what's written is detailing everything your ancestors went through, and the vestiges that are still on your people. And this is how you're going to overcome. Because you're going to overcome by the power of the word. You're going to repent and start doing righteousness. You're going to stand as the children of the Most High. That's why. Yeah, we're going to listen to man if he's in righteous standing, if he's speaking the truth. But then I'm going to test that spirit. He put a spirit out when he's speaking something. I'm going to go and lift up my Bible and test that word that he put out there. I ain't going to just listen to it. I want to see if it's in there. Did God say that? Show your face. Hold up. You want to see Wayne? What up, Mr. Brian? Here I go. What you want to see, King? Don't worry about my face. Let's get this message. Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. The only way you're going to reverse the curse, family, is to take heed to it. His word. Because within it, there's a spirit that'll lead and guide you to the truth of what you're looking for. Real talk. That's how I came. That's how I was able to come out of the world with eyes to see. That's why I don't follow religion. That's why you won't see me in churches. Because all that's connected to the same people that's going to lend to you. The same people that will say it under the curse, this is what will be up on you. Okay, that 400 is up. He said, that nation whom you serve, I'm a judge. You might not think it real. You might follow what those who lend to you tell you. Oh, they don't know what they're talking about. These Hebrew Israelites are a cult. But these are people that's lending to you. And we just read in the Bible, God said, your children, we the descendants, we the children, the ancestors of those who went into servitude and served them, became borrowers under him. That's a curse. The Most High told you to rule and have dominion. Rulers don't borrow. Think about it. It don't even make sense. Rulers don't borrow. We creators. We create. I just showed you them prints. I create. I'm a graphic artist. I create prints, specialty prints. I sell t-shirts. Show your face. You talking about show my face. You ain't got a picture on your name, bro. Not show my face. Who was you? I can't get to your face right now. It's about show my face. Stop playing with me. So, playbook, yes, we got one. And I hope and pray that you will start looking into this word for yourself. Don't take nothing else away from this. Know that you got a playbook to overcome this bull you see going on in the world. Don't complain. Rebel. And become retroactive. Anyway, it's 12 o'clock. I got to get up. I got a condenser. I got to do some AC. Instead of Oppo, I got a Dodge. A Dodge Ram pickup, 1500, 5.7. Got the little Hemi in there, and that boy sound good. I got to put a condenser in there. That's a big old pretty truck, big wheels, big pretty nice monster, nice work truck. He ain't got no AC in it though. He like, oh heck no. Well, that boy had me rolling that man until he called me. He's like, man, I feel like it's 107 degrees in here. Come get this truck. My silly butt done locked the keys in the garage, and my dad was gone, so I couldn't get to it. I sure be there at 8 in the morning. I need to get some rest. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. I'm gonna start back posting some of the things I be selling. I don't go get no products from none of them sites selling their stuff. I invest in cotton. I sell t-shirts right now. T-shirts, hoodies, and other creations. I'm gonna start making some other things. Cups, cards. You might want a decal for your car, a certain logo, a sports logo. I create all that stuff, family. I got that stuff. I'm tired of wearing it now. So I'm selling it. Took a long time before I started producing stuff to sell it. It wasn't that I wasn't confident about it. I don't know why I didn't do it. But then I wanted to learn the ropes from creating, designing my own, like prints. I know how to make my own prints, design them, sit down from inception, my ideas. Go in Cricket Space, design my idea, create my own type font from different type words. I create my own font. Take a few, might take a word or two from here or there to create my own style of the font I want with my style. My creations got sauce. You know, I said, like I be telling people, you not just getting no shirt from CDT Custom. You getting something created from scratch. This is my idea. You're not gonna find this in no retail store. You know what I'm saying? Where they just running it up. Ain't no anybody gonna have what you have that I create. No. One of a kind. I'm gonna get you the best cotton and the best materials that they have to offer to sell. I use basic vinyl, but I don't use cheap ass vinyl. You know, some people just use anything. No. Then my style My fonts, lettering, got style. You go in Walmart and get a shirt, them letters ain't got no fucking style. Just plain basic letters. $7 t-shirt. Okay, that's cool, but I'm not just gonna wear no any kind of t-shirt. You know where I'm from. You dress with a little style, you know. What the hell? We're classy people. You can't just wear anything. So I create my little graphic arts. I put it on t-shirts. You don't have to always be a print. It may be vinyl cuts. But I like sports. I make a lot of sports memorabilia. I've been doing some teachers, prints for teachers. Uh, I made all kind of prints. I mean all kind, and I mean not just like with print paper. I mean vinyl cuts, vinyl cut designs, characters. That's like on that CDT hoodie. I put it on the video earlier. It's on my Facebook. It's on Facebook. You go on my page, you see it. But I washed it. I dried it. I didn't use no heat just to make sure, the vinyl was good. I didn't use no heat first time because I had been using heat for years on that vinyl. And my one pair of jogging pants, it cracked up. You ain't supposed to use no heat. And I seen my buddy t-shirt. I did his t-shirt about 2 years ago. It still looked the same as if like I take my shirts to the cleaners. I'm like, you a dummy. You ain't Dewayne, you a dummy. You ain't supposed to be putting them vinyl t-shirts in no heat. Dryer with heat. You messing them up. Then when you walk around, people look at it, and I'm like, and I wear those pants, joggers. These are my work pants. Like I said, I work on cars. I done turned the jogging suit to one of my shop suits. It's comfortable. I wear gym shoes. People might look at it, what he's got on. Nah, it's not dirty or none of that, but like what happened to his prints? Whatever. My clothes clean, buddy. My clothes go getters. Anything I'm wearing attract money. What you looking at talking about some oil or grease, oil to be specific, because I don't do no lube jobs every day, so I'm not around grease all day. You might see some oil or you might see some coolant. I'm basically touching in and out that all day or transmission fluid, but grease, no. That might be a service you get once a month or every 2 months, 3,000 miles or so. Grease the ball joints and all your ball joints and grease spots on your suspension system. That's for the suspension, so you have that smooth, cushiony ride. No, but yeah, I wear those suits and the word on. What I did was when I ironed the pants, I put my little cover sheet on it and iron over the print like that. Well, all the time I don't iron over the print because I don't need to. I don't have no problem with it. Now, one day I got my goofy butt. Excuse me. One day I got my goofy butt up, jumped up and was ripping and running. Laid the pants on there and hit iron straight across the layers of vinyl paper. Vinyl is like a plastic. It's a plastic material you can cut and create designs from. And you put that heat on it, it's gonna melt it. Oh my God. It didn't melt. I was shocked. But when I washed it with that heat consistently, it will peel. The dryer get hot. Dryers get hot. That's like a radiator, a heating system. Radiator in a car. That heat can get up with 200 and some degrees. Normal and steady at 150. When your cooling hand is at half, just under half, that's about 140, 150 some degrees that car is operating at. That cooling system is heating system is operating at. But hey, you live and learn. But I'm gonna wear that suit until it fall apart. and I'm gonna use it like I said, as shop material. So now it's off the market as far as wearing it as a regular jogging suit to promote my brand, and it's now a service suit. It's still making money. I appreciate it. It served its job. It did its job and then some. It's open. It's starting a whole nother chapter. You know, it is what you make it, not what the next person tell you.
You gotta be a trendsetter. Anyway, peace and blessings. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Show your face. Funny dude.
All right, y'all. Shalom. This funny guy.